So I want to talk about a stalker. I have a lot of creeps in my life that a lot of creepy shit happened to me, but this specific story that I want to share about a stalker that I had, not the stalker that some of you, if you watch my other channel that I'm talking about. This is actually a stalker, like a creepy stalker that was stalking me in real life and doing a lot of shit like around me, not over the internet. So I'm gonna tell you how it's all like started and figured out that I got a stalker. So I used to live in Germany in a house that was lately, like at the last years there, in a house with a family. I used to live in an apartment alone, but then I decided to live with a family because I wanted this cozy yard feelings that I have here, that just coziness and things like that you can have. I was alone, not living with them in the house because I like my privacy. I like having things alone. So I had another entrance and I had a different place, gate and door, like alone outside, and I had my own yard also. So the house was really big, and I had my own everything, my mailbox and everything like that. So I don't have to share anything with them. I had my privacy, but I also can see them and I can see the things like inside the house if I want to, like in the front yard. So the backyard was totally mine, but sometimes they will come there, but they respect my privacy a lot. Anyway, so I remember that time I was like having a few beers. I had like a few beers and I said I'm gonna drink one, two, three, four, five beer, and then I was just like I drink more and more and more. And I was like really angry and depressed, or just angry because of my mom. She done something. She's a fucking narcissist. Even if she like lived far away from me, she tried to do shit or she tried to hurt me. It was just like a lot of things was like built up, and there's a lot of things going on in my life, as I mentioned. So I was just like drinking and listening to music, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out and grab like another beer or like go some place to buy a few beers or something like that. So I don't know what got me. I know like after 10 or something like that, 10 something. I don't remember what the time was. Like then it will be like the night bus. So if you get the bus, like the night bus will come in every like hour or something. But I was like, I just was drunk and I was just like, I don't mind sitting there drinking or listening to music. I had my beat was soundproofed and I always wear them. So I was like walking to the bus station. It was like a small, really like small place. It was like a city, but the place I lived in was like a cozy environment, a lot of families and stuff like that. So I loved the place because of the nature and stuff like that, a lot of forest and woods. But it was like a really cozy place, and you can see the stars, like literally there's no city lights, a lot of city lights, just the yellow street light, the normal light. So I just came and I sit like on the bus station, and then I was like sitting, waiting for the bus, and then this pizza guy comes. Like it was like a car came. The car came and stopped like by the bus station, and this guy came and he was like, "You look so innocent," and he was holding a pizza, and he literally gonna deliver the pizza to the house. Like there's like a building here, and he gonna deliver it to the woman. He's like, "Hey, how are you?" Stuff like that. I just talking, having a conversation with me. I was like taking my pizza. I was like, I don't know what he's saying. I was like, "Hey, how are you?" Stuff like that. What are you doing like outside here alone like at night or something like that? Why are you waiting? And he's just having a conversation. I don't remember being interested in that conversation. And I just thought, I said, I don't just I'm going to get some beers or getting some like more beer or alcohol. I'm just going to the city or like there. I'm going there to get something. And he was like, oh, I am a pizza guy. I work at this pizza place nearby there. Like I can just deliver this pizza to this woman, and then I have this delivery on the street, like at the end of the street. Like I can take you to the pizza place with me, and then you can grab beer there. I said, oh, perfect. This is like sound like a perfect thing. And then I was like, then I got like in the car. I don't remember like getting in the car exactly or just before the car. Yeah, I said, yeah, in the car. I was like, it got a little bit weird, and I didn't think about it totally because my brain is just was like a mess a little bit. And yeah, he talked to me before getting in the car, something like that. I don't remember when, but this is like the conversation I thought about it after when I left. I was like, hey, I saw you in the bus, like I saw you several times in the bus, like riding to the city. You always go to the city. I said, yeah, of course I go like down, like I go to the city to drink coffee. I don't know, he told me like you go to this, to we go in the same stations or something like that. I don't remember what exactly he said, but he said like I always see you, and I saw you that time. I was like trying to smile at you or talk to you or something. He said I smile at you, and you were like, you looked at me like really disgustingly, like you looked at me like with a look like like that, and then you just ignored me. It was like really rude of you, something like that. And I laughed, and I don't know, said, yeah, I'm not interested. Did you flirt with me or something? Because I don't like people staring at me, or like I don't even remember his face. But usually if I had a pervert or someone looking at me weirdly, or someone trying to flirt or something in the morning or something like that, like leave me alone. I don't remember him like at all. I said that. So then later on he mentioned that the time, like when this happened, he said, yeah, I saw you were like that time you were wearing that. I don't know, I didn't like pay attention to it. He said you were wearing something like that, or something yellow or something. You were wearing this clothes, and you were wearing that, and you were wearing one time you were wearing like a native Indian kind of clothes at carnival or something like that. You were wearing like that kind of this thing and stuff like that, and your hair was straight. I was like, yeah, I don't know. Like, he's like, I remember that. I was like, I didn't pay attention to it, like, at all. Like, I was like, yeah, okay. And then you go to the pizza place, and I grab some beers, and I grab him one beer or something like that. And then he got me back to the place, to the station and stuff like that. And he walked me. He's like, I don't remember why. He was like a little bit, kind of got a little bit weird. He's like, hey, I'm gonna walk you, just walk you to the place. Where do you live? I said, I live there at the end. So it's like, I'm gonna walk it because this is my house. He showed me his house. His house was literally nearby me, like just a little bit close. Like you walk down the street was a hill like that, up the hill, to go down a little bit, and then his house was there. He lived with some roommates and stuff like that. So I don't remember exactly if that was that time. So yeah, so something like that. And then he started communicating like, where are you from and stuff like that. And I said, I'm like, usually I said, I don't mention a lot of things. I said I'm from, yeah, I don't say exactly where I'm from. So I said, I don't say exactly where exactly I'm from. I don't tell them where I'm originally from. So I was like, yeah, I'm from Dubai or something like that. And I just don't like sharing my private information. I don't tell them literally where I'm from. I just don't like strangers asking me a lot of questions. So, and sometimes I don't want to sound a little bit rude, so I'm just like trying to brush him off or something and just look at him really, really weirdly, but it's like very friendly he was, okay? So he was like, yeah, how about like, I want to go there because you people have a lot of money, the money shit. And like, you what, like, but I cannot get a good visa or something. How about you marry me and then we go there, something like that. I was like, that was weird, yeah. Like, I don't know, is that he said something about marriage or something like that. And then when he drive me, like he didn't drive me or something. Like, did he drive me with a car? No, we were walking, okay. And then I was like, I stopped by the house, like far, like I said, okay, this is my house, I'm gonna go. I said, this is my place, I'm gonna go, something like that. I don't even know. I was like, really irritated and annoyed by him walking me. I don't remember if it was the first time, let me think. Yeah, it was the first time, yeah. So, and then I was uh, like, yeah, you didn't kiss me, good night or something like that. I said, I was like, this guy is too much, like literally too much. I'm glad I had my beer. That's like the farthest thing I remember. Is just I'm really happy about my beers. I wanted my beer, I wanted my music. I just wanted to look at the star and be drunk, more drunk and tipsy. I just wanted to drink beer. I was just in a mood. I was in a very rebellious, angry mood, some kind of like energy. I was like in this energy where I don't want anybody, like, leave me alone. I'm trying to think about my future and how to fuck my mother up or something like that. So anyway, I just go inside the house. I was like, this guy was really weird, and maybe he's just a geek. He looked like a geek. He looked like a total nerd and a geek. So like, he's a geek. He doesn't know how to talk, like he's trying to be a flirty, and he's just sounding weird or something. So I go inside. I'm drinking or something like that. I remember exactly what happened. I was just like, I smoked some weed maybe or something like that. I just sat alone, and then I was like thinking about, hold on. He said I was wearing that. Actually, that thing I was wearing, as like I throw it away or something like that. I wore it like a few months ago, and he mentioned a few outfit that I wore was during, like, it seems like one outfit was like just a few days ago, and the other ones like 2 weeks ago. And some of them were like, I literally don't have them anymore or something like that. I didn't wear them, or for some reason got damaged or something, I don't remember. But something like that wore something, like he noticed what I was wearing during like 6 months or 7 months like that. And then he mentioned that I was wearing on carnival was really far away, something like that. And he mentioned a lot of things. Like, I was like, where is this guy seeing me? Like, if he saw me in the bus, like, does he get in the bus every time and knows me? Is he stalking me? I just thought it's really weird. A little bit, I felt a little bit freaked out by the stalker energy of this guy, by the energy. Like, I felt like this stalker energy. I just felt weird about this guy. I was like a creep. Anyway, so I just thought maybe he's a creep that he having a crush on me because at that time, like, I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but I had a lot of creep in Germany. I don't know what's the deal with him because of my curly hair or something, but he was like, originally he was German and he was from Morocco as well, so he was not white or something. Some of them are like obsessed with my hair or something. I don't even know, like, but sometimes it happens to me a lot in Germany, okay? So like, oh, they were just watching me, they don't say hi if they're crushing on me, they're scared, even guys at the class or something. So it happened. So I said maybe he got like he have the crush on me and he didn't know what to say and he was just watching me on the bus. I just didn't make a big deal of it because I never had like that much like I didn't have like a real life stalker like a horror movie or something like that. So I was like, yeah, but it's weird, it's still weird, like, is he watching me or something? But if you never had like a real stalker like that, I would not think about it. So later on that day, and just like later on after a week or something, I don't remember how many, like a month or something like that, my friend, my best friend at the time, he lived like the last year or something, like we separate way. We used to live together a lot. Sometimes he would stay with me, and then he went to another city and I was like in another city, and then he sometimes comes and I feel happy because he come to my city, and then we do something like he will have a test or something like that he wanted, and he was like, "You want to stay with me?" Whenever he comes, he stay with me, like he sleeps with me in my place. So he told me I'm coming to the city and stuff like that. I don't know what. I'm like, I'm coming, let's, or sometimes we plan something the day he comes, so we go to another city or just have fun, like to chill. So I don't remember exactly if why is he coming or what's the reason exactly, but he said I'm coming that day or something like that. By the station. So I was like, okay, I didn't know. Like, I wanted to go get him. So I totally, yeah, I remember now. He told me that I'm broke that day. He was like broke or something. I remember. It's like he didn't have money or something like that, so he cannot get a taxi. Or I told him like I'm gonna come to you, and then we take a taxi and come to my place. Something like was really funny. But sometimes he get broke. Like he loves fashion. He loves things like that. So he just spent his money. Sometimes it just, it's not because he doesn't have much money, but he spent his money. He's not good with his money. I used to be like that as well. So, and then I went to the bus station and I was like waiting for the bus to come. It was the night bus, but it was like a few minutes, I guess, or half an hour or something. I don't remember. It was coming, but I wanted to be there on time just to go wait for him, maybe get something and then like take him if he wants to eat, and we go eat and then like come to the place and get a taxi or something like that. So I was just like waiting, and then this freaky guy pops in. It's been a while that I didn't see his face. That creep, like he just out of nowhere like came like driving the car, like literally that time I didn't think that he maybe like he knows my timing. I don't know if he like put something like he know my timing when I get outside the house. It just was like at the moment that I stopped by the bus station, and he would never see me because his house is like straight far away, so he would not see me getting outside the house or anything like that. So it's really weird. So I started to get weirder. So he drove his car like by the bus station, like he's going out there like that, coming to me, and he's like starting, oh hey, like, oh hey, like, hey, you're here, like I see you and stuff like that. And did he? Yeah, the time I think he texted me like after the first time he took my number or something like that. Yeah, he took my number. I blocked him or something because he was weird. He's like, hey, can I take your number? At the first time when he was creeping, it's like, can I take your number because we're neighbors and we chill, something like that. I don't remember exactly, but I gave him my number, and I usually give people my number, but anything if they wrote me, the WhatsApp will be on my other phone or something like that. So he was like really texting me weird shit like love songs in Arabic and stuff. Like, it was really weird. It was really just weird. It was just weird. And he told me, do you have alcohol problem? My uncle have alcohol problem. I can help you. I don't know. Like, I was just drinking a fucking beer. I don't really need you stressed. Like, my mother was already stressed. Like, what the fuck? He was weird. I don't remember if I yelled at him, I blocked him, I guess, or something like that. So yeah, I think I blocked him and yelled at him or something. I don't know. Like, I was just like, oh my god, he's too much in my space, like that. I don't know him. So he stopped his car after like a month or something. I don't remember exactly, but I've been a while, a little bit. So he stopped his car in front of the bus station. He's like, hey, what you doing here? Like, I said, I'm waiting for the bus to come, like to go to the station to pick my friend. And he's like, I didn't think about him he's dangerous or anything like that at the time, because he literally looked like a fucking nerd. Like, you would not see him as dangerous, like at fucking all. I said I will just go. Like I wanted to go to pick my friend from my station, from the station. Sorry, and bring him, and that's all. I said, oh yeah, I'm going to the city. I'm going to the place there. Like how fucking random in the middle of the night you just getting out and going there. I didn't give it much thought that time because literally like that time was like a lot of things keep happening to me and just like my brain was like full. I was like just right before I had this mental breakdown that I was snapped, like just right before that I had a lot of things, so just like didn't think about it, or I didn't believe in stalkers, that horror movie stalkers kind of way. I did have like creepy things, but I didn't think much of it. Like I thought just a weird guy, like at all. Like I just thought it's a weird guy, not a dangerous weird guy. So he said I'm going to the station, something like that. I like okay. So do you want me to drive you there? I said okay. And I don't know if he mentioned something about me blocking him or something. I was like I said something like you said that or so. I don't remember exactly the conversation. All I wanted is like to go to the station. It was not that far, but it's like I just wanted to go there to my friend. If he's going there, he's just literally going straight there, and then so I said okay. And he turns the car like that, and he goes somewhere else. I said, okay, I'm gonna keep quiet because maybe there's another road that I don't know about straight. Then you turn something and then you go to the city. But like there's woods. Literally, there's a lot of woods there. So he drives really far. I said, should I speak or not? Um, I said, then I saw like I think I saw a station or something. I said, why are you here? Do you want to like get gas or something from the station? I started to act like really naive or stupid because he was literally starting to act weird. He said, no. I said, you're not. I'm not gonna take. He said, I'm not gonna take you to the station. No. And he's like driving in the middle of the woods. It was like a street and there's woods there, just like woods with no houses, nothing. I was like, oh my god. I remember I was holding a beer that time. So I was like, oh my god, what should I do? I said, do not panic. I'm not gonna panic and scream or anything like that. So I started to go with the flow with what his stupid brain is talking about, like that. I was just like, why? He said, I'm not gonna go and drive you to that guy. Like, I'm a guy. I'm not gonna drive you to another man or stuff like that. I don't even know this guy. Like, literally, it was like a freak or something in his head. Like, I'm his or something like that. So it was like you go into your friend and stuff like that. He's a guy because like yeah, he said is your friend a guy or something? I said yeah, it's a guy. Something I said I mentioned that he's a he, and that's why he was like that. And I was like, it was really disgusting, that guy. And I was like, no, he's just my friend. I just thought going with the flow with him. I said if this didn't work, I'm gonna hit him with a bottle, like while we're driving. Like I'm gonna hit him with a bottle or something like that. And he's like, no, I'm not. I just like, no, I was like trying to be serious. Like, just take me to the station. Literally, it's nothing. I'm just gonna talk to him and stuff. I just was going to go, like, I just want to go with the flow because I saw his crazy side. He's a psychopath. I saw a psychopath coming out of him because he literally was driving me to the woods and he's like saying no, and he was like talking to me like, no, like, it was really crazy, man. Anyway, so I was like holding my phone trying to be chill. I was like, yeah, take me. I was like trying to not panic and act like he's weird or something. I don't want to give him like this idea that I'm freaked out by you or freaked out by this energy or something, by yourself or whatever you're doing. So I was like holding my phone. I said, yeah, can we go to the station? It's like, no. I said, oh, why? I said, no, this is like literally just my friend. There's nobody. I was like holding my phone saying, yeah, can we go? Because he's coming. I was just trying to be so chill about it. And I was like texting my friend, like, oh my god. I was like texting him. I said, literally there's like I said something like a fucked up guy doing something like that, like I'm with a fucked up guy in a car. This car looks like that, and I want you to be not on the station, to be by the parking lot, like parking lines on the station, that there whenever you see this car, I want you to step right like in front of this guy, like to step right by the car, something like that. I just want you to be by the car, just like when you see that car come. It's like texting my friend like that. So I'm like, I was like, yeah, that. And then he was convinced at the end of it. I was like, if he was not convinced, then I will have to go to the extreme measure of me hitting him or hitting his head or fucking him up. So something like that. Just like I don't want to go through that uncomfortable. I was like thing. I was like really a little bit like just tired and frustrated by what happened. I was like trying, like it was really scary. I was like, where is he driving me? Because the woods were like dark only there. So anyway, he said, okay, we'll go. I had to convince him. I had to act cool as much as I can. Then he drove back. to the station, and he took me to the station. The moment he just stopped the car, he wanted to say something. Like, I just like tried to act cool when he like the door was open. I opened the door and I just like literally run outside the car. Like, I saw my friend and I was running to him. Like, my friend was coming running like that, and I just run to him and I was like hugging him so hard. Like, I was just jumping on him and hugging him. My friend is really a big guy. I was like hugging him. I was like, oh my god. Oh my god, I was like, this guy is like a freak, he kidnapped me and stuff like that. And I don't know, like, he was just there. I ignored him and I blocked him or said something to him in the text message or something like that. Back in that times when I think about it, I didn't go to the police for a lot of things that happened to me, because I thought like there's something about my family abuse that they told me like, if you go to the police several times then they're not gonna believe you. Then later on I feel like Germany healed something in me. There's another story that there's a lot of things happened to me that I didn't go to the police, because here if you go to the police nothing works, and this is how we've been raised. Like, they will do something, but literally if you go to the police several times they will think they make shit up or something. Anyway, so I hugged my friend and I told him that, and he was like, fuck, and I was like telling him the story of what happened and how messed up is that, like the freaky guy and stuff like that. And I texted the guy, I told him, fuck you, you freak, or something like that. Leave me the fuck alone. I said a lot of shit to him, like, you're a fucking freak and stuff like that, and just blocked him and stay away from me. Yeah, so stay away from me, or I'm going to the police. I'm talking to the police about, like, whatever happened. Like, if I see your face again, I'm going to the police or something like that. So, anyway, so I go with my friend, we take a taxi, and then I don't remember what we done. Like, we were laughing or something, and then we went to my place and we're chilling. Later on, it's a big story. I need to drink some water. Speaking, so long, a little bit long story. So later on, this creep, the one who's obsessed with me, later on, like, I was like, no, starting to feel uncomfortable. Like, every time I go out, like, is he still coming around or something? Like, I just felt like uncomfortable with him. Like, I wasn't totally scared, because I knew where he lived, like, literally, so I wouldn't, like, I thought that he's not gonna do anything creepy. Yeah, I saw a lot of creeps, a lot of things, but I didn't think that he's gonna do anything creepy in front of people or something like that. So later on, I remember it was summer. Then summer came, something like that. I was dating this guy. If you're watching me, I know you're watching me, because sometimes you stalk on my channel, I guess. I saw him one time he literally talked to me on November, and don't know where he comes from. So he's a nice guy, but he's totally not my style. Like, you can be friends. I was dating this guy and something, and we went to, like, it was like we go 2 stations down. It was a beautiful city. So we go 2 stations down, and there's like an ice cream place, and we always like to go walking in summer or stuff like that, or making activities. This day we said we're gonna go there and have some ice cream. I don't remember if it was this guy or something like that. I was dating him like for several months or something like that. So we went there and was like eating ice cream. I remember, like, I went with him, and there's like my friend. I met a friend, and she also lived in this place, like live in this like 3 stations, and her house is there. She lived in a dorm or something like that, like a student place. She got her own place, like a studio apartment or something like that. But there's an ice cream place. I think maybe I sat with her or I was waiting. I was like alone that time. I was either waiting alone, someone gonna come, like he gonna come to the station and he will meet me, because literally this, like, the bus station is in front of this ice cream place, so it's so easy to just meet people and text them like come to the station, and you're gonna find me sitting like in this ice cream place outside. I remember exactly who I was waiting for. And I see his car, this freak, like I see the bus and I see his car like coming outside from one corner, coming and like seeing me and going like that. And then here I noticed that he knows my schedule more than me. Like, he mostly know, like, some, like, say if like 8 times a month, sometime I'll wake up around this time, 11 or something, and sometimes I'll wake up around 10. What would I do? I will go to Starbucks. He will know my schedule. Like, at night I will go. He watch me without me knowing, so he will wait a couple like round. He will go before the station and something like that. He will do something with his car. Like, he was talking my timing. He was like literally a fucking freak. So he followed me, and then I saw his car, and I was like, oh my god, here I noticed something. Said I wanna notice, like I wanna be sure. So I don't know what I did later on. Don't exactly remember how I started to notice. Like, I would get in the bus, and then like after I get out of the station, like I get in the station and then I will see his car. Something like that will happen. I'll go someplace, I'll see his car someplace round, and like it was like literally was frustrating. But I had a lot of issue in my life to deal with this motherfucker. Like I had a lot of issue. When I say a lot of issue, seriously, my family is another drama. Like having a fucking stalker, a psycho stalker like that is just something I don't want. And just someone like watching your life and just doing that, like watching you where you go, what you do, and who you chill with, is just so fucking frustrating, especially when they watch you and walk with you or walk outside and stalk you at like a human being, like stalking you everywhere. This was really annoying. So later on I was like, oh my god, I really don't need his energy, I don't want him around or something like that. So God saved me from him, and but he kept stalking me like in a way, in a shady way or something like that. I went to this place that I don't go to that much. It was like a grocery store, and then they have like the DM is like for another things they have there. It's like for shampoo and stuff like that. They not in the grocery like as like here we have like the market, the grocery, we have everything there. Yeah, we have a section for like health and body and stuff like that, and like shower gel and stuff like that. In Germany they don't have it together, they have it separately in another place like it's called the DM. They have everything there they want for the hair and shit like that. So that place I went to, and that day I went to, I was like, I go to it sometime, like I go to it, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I go to some other place or sometimes I go to that. I don't remember, but this place I go to a lot of time. I don't remember the time why I was like not going to it. I literally don't remember, but someday, like one day, I said I want to go back to it or something. Yeah, I went inside and then maybe I forgot something, and I got inside again, and I heard this like girl. She was screaming, like seriously, like she was like screaming and angry, and she was saying, like she's German. She was saying that she fed up with him, she's tired with him, and she's calling him names like a freak or something like that. She was calling him really names, calling someone name like working with her, and she was going to the manager saying this guy like I don't know what. She's saying a lot of shit about him. And I was trying, I just like I didn't know what. I don't usually like snoop. Yeah, that's the thing, I don't usually snoop on people drama. I didn't mind, but I went there by coincidence to take something like near the fight, to take something. There's something I forgot, there's like spirit want me to take something or something like that. I went and I just go and see what's going on, and I see him. He literally saw me and he was hiding. I don't know what he did to her, like he was hiding because he didn't want to come out and work when I was there. And I see his face and it was freaked out when I saw him, because now I know where he worked. I was like looked at his face and he worked there, and I was like smiling because I got you. So I went outside. So this thing kept him not texting me. After that he was more scared. So yeah, he kept texting me saying things sometimes. Like I blocked him seriously. I don't know, he sent me from other numbers or something like that. Anyway, this is the story of a one freak stalker. I have a lot of stories.